Terra became the second largest DeFi platform for two reasons. Since January of this year, the DeFi sector has increased by more than 1,300%, with Terra serving as a critical component. Nobody would have predicted a month ago that Terra, a relatively unknown blockchain, would end the year with the second largest LTV in the DeFi sector. This is a 200% increase in the value of Terra's native token, $Luna. However, what precipitated this flight? Terra currently has 13 DeFi protocols, with a 43% increase in the last 7 days, according to DeFi Llama. Terra's TVL, on the other hand, was $9.1 billion 30 days ago, a 220% increase. This press will explain how this could happen and how you can immediately participate in the most critical Terra DeFi protocols. A summary of the Terra ecosystem. When this press was prepared, Terra had 13 DeFi protocols totaling $20.4 billion in TVL. Additionally, only 2 protocols, Lido and Mirror, are supported by other blockchains, indicating that this blockchain is still in its infancy and has a long way to go before achieving widespread adoption. Anchor, on the other hand, has accumulated 43% of Terra's total TVL, increasing its TVL by 39% over the last 7 days. To illustrate how strong Terra DeFi protocols are at the moment, let's compare how much TVL each protocol in the first 4 blockchains has on average. Naturally, these are fictitious figures. Each protocol costs $0.42 billion. Consider the fact that Ethereum contains 369 DeFi protocols. $1.57 billion for each protocol on Terra. Each protocol will cost $0.72 billion. 232 DeFi protocols are supported by BSC. For each protocol, Solana will receive $0.3 billion. Solana is in possession of 41 DeFi protocols. However, how has Terra absorbed this amount of liquidity in just 13 protocols, gaining traction on well-known blockchains such as BSC, Binance Smart Chain, and Solana? 1. Extremely high yields of DeFi. We will demonstrate how profitable Terra protocols can be in this article by examining the following. Anchor, currently, depositing and borrowing USD tokens earns you 19.4% and 18.88% annual percentage yields, respectively. Consider the following AVEE statistics and make your own comparisons. AVEE, in Matic, offers 3.4% and 3.9% annual percentage yields on USDC token deposits and borrowing, respectively. Stada, this Terra platform maximizes stake returns by utilizing a smart compounding protocol that results in a 25% increase in returns. Stada now has 3 liquidity pools that offer a 9% annual percentage rate. 2. Highly valuable protocols. Terra has 13 extremely valuable protocols that attract a lot of liquidity due to the fact that they are available to anyone in the world without any restrictions and in a secure manner. This is what genuine decentralization entails. As a result, we'll highlight the 2 best DeFi platforms that we believe accurately represent Terra. Anchor, which has $8.9 billion in TVL and 43.4% of Terra's TVL, is an open-source platform that allows users to quickly adapt its API to any other platform that displays users' money balances. Additionally, this decentralized protocol functions as a lending or borrowing platform with no deposit requirements or minimums. It is accessible to everyone on Earth. Lido. This protocol enables users to inject liquidity without locking their staked assets. For the time being, It is the only Terra D app of this type that is also Ethereum and Solana compatible. Lido currently offers an 8% annual percentage rate on $Luna deposits. The fact that you can use your staked tokens across all Terra DeFi platforms is one of the platform's secrets to success. As you can see, Terra protocols empower individuals to exercise complete control over their assets in a secure and efficient manner. In DeFi, granting freedom, profitable, and simple tools to use virtually guarantees results. Do not invest your retirement funds in Bitcoin, ex-Chancellor Lord Hammond advises. Lord Hammond, the former Chancellor, has urged armchair investors to exercise extreme caution when investing in cryptocurrencies, despite having taken an advisory role at a British digital currency specialist. Hammond joined Copper, a company that develops cryptocurrency trading tools for institutional investors, as a senior advisor in October. He did, however, warn retail investors against investing in cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum. He told the Mail on Sunday, "If a member of my family asked me whether to invest in crypto, I believe what I would do is point them to the fact that large and reputable established asset managers are increasingly dipping their toes. However, it is only a toe in the water. It represents a minuscule portion of their asset base that is exposed to a highly volatile asset class. It is almost certainly not suitable as a mainstream investment category for retail investors," he added. "I know numerous people who have a small exposure to crypto assets but have written it off. It is money for gambling. I believe that individuals should exercise extreme caution. Many consider them to be more akin to gaming than to serious investing." Copper was founded in 2018 and was valued at $3 billion last month following a $500 million funding round. The British firm assists investors in defending their cryptocurrency holdings against cybercrime. Hammond advises the company on strategic matters and promotes the UK as a digital asset hub. Investor demand for cryptocurrencies and digital assets such as non-fungible tokens which are purchased online is increasing. However, punters can be taken aback by wild price swings. Bitcoin is up 75% this year but is down 11% this month, trading at £38,000. Hammond stated that he would not join a company focused on retail cryptocurrency trading, but that the distributed ledger technology that underpins digital currencies will eventually encompass the entirety of what we currently refer to as financial services. "My role with Copper is to raise the debate's profile and to ensure that people understand the enormous opportunity that exists here," he explained. From 2016 to 2019, the Conservative Life peer served as Chancellor, earning the moniker Spreadsheet Phil for his prudent handling of the UK's finances. He was elected to the House of Lords last year. The Remainer stated that London now has a window of opportunity to rapidly expand its digital currency industry following Brexit. In China and the United States, industries centered on digital currencies have grown rapidly, and Hammond stated, "We can seize the opportunities presented by new technology and leverage the fact that, contrary to what some of our European friends might believe, London remains the continent's dominant financial services hub. I believe we should put on our skates. We cannot allow Germany to become a more serious player than we are." The Bank of England and the Treasury will launch a consultation next year on whether to launch a central bank digital currency for households and businesses to complement, rather than replace, cash and bank deposits. According to exclusive data from digital advertising technology firm Dianomi, the most popular cryptocurrencies viewed by prospective investors are Bitcoin and Ethereum, followed by Ripple, Monero, and Litecoin. Explained. What does the Taproot upgrade to Bitcoin entail? Consider undergoing a trendy makeover in order to stay current with the younger generation. However, what if your new appearance fails to pique interest? Isn't it horrible? Bitcoin has experienced a similar phase, and its modernization has done little to improve its prospects. Taproot will, however, have a significant impact on the blockchain in a variety of ways. Which changes are the most significant in Taproot's upgrade? Taproot, a long-awaited upgrade to Bitcoin, launched on Sunday the 14th of November at block 709,632. Despite its best efforts to appear modern, Bitcoin has been unable to capture investors' attention. For the last few days, the world's oldest cryptocurrency has been struggling. After reaching a record high of $69,000 following Taproot's integration, the price of BTC continued to fall. Smart contracts. The most significant change to Taproot is the addition of smart contracts, which reduce the cost and footprint of blockchain transactions. Smart contracts are digital contracts that are created using code and stored on the blockchain. They are necessary for non-fungible tokens, NFTs, and decentralized finance to function properly. Privacy. Taproot's upgrade aims to increase the privacy of transactions. It will utilize Schnorr signatures, which will improve the cost-effectiveness, efficiency, and security of Bitcoin transactions. Taproot will facilitate the execution of smart contracts on the blockchain, most notably for Bitcoin. Schnorr signatures will eventually enable transactions with multiple signers that are distinct from standard transactions. This increases the anonymity and privacy of addresses associated with multi-signature transactions. Affordability of transactions. Schnorr signatures would help to reduce the amount of data required for multi-signature transactions. As a result, transactions will be processed more cheaply, lowering transaction costs. Considerations concluding. The Taproot upgrade is a boon for Bitcoin, as it lays the groundwork for the protocol's next wave of innovation. Bitcoin's fate, on the other hand, is unknowable. While Bitcoin is the market leader, the crypto market's younger coins, such as Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, Cardano, Ethereum, and Polkadot, are gaining investor interest as a result of their adoption of modern technology and community support. Circle yield definition. What is it? Inherently volatile is cryptocurrency. It's one of the reasons why some investors flock to it. They believe that by investing in the right token, they can earn enormous profits. And yet, it is precisely this volatility that continues to deter many would-be cryptocurrency investors. One strategy for avoiding the volatility of cryptocurrency is to invest in a crypto exchange-traded fund, ETF, which has begun to appear on a variety of global exchanges. Circle Yield is another recently launched product developed by Circle, a blockchain-focused financial services company. Circular Yield, what is it? Circle began as a peer-to-peer payment and cryptocurrency exchange platform for consumers. In 2020, the company shifted its focus to the development of its own stablecoin, dubbed USD Coin, USDC, which is pegged to the US dollar. Thus, each unit of the USD coin is backed by a reserve of $1. Circle's Yield product is currently only available to a limited number of corporate customers, who can now enroll in a Circle Yield early access program. Circle Yield is designed to provide businesses with an easy way to invest in crypto yield, powered by USDC. This essentially provides an entry point for institutional investors into crypto lending. What is its value proposition to investors? Circle's yield product is regulated by the Bermuda Monetary Authority, BMA, and provides a well-regulated alternative yield market for institutional investors and corporate treasurers. Additionally, Circle's high-yield solution allows institutional investors to leverage yield-generating opportunities in a regulated environment through a special early access period. Regulatory concerns. Of course, regulation in the crypto space is still very much a grey area, with battles over crypto asset legislation and regulation currently raging around the world. To say nothing of security. Recently, there have been a slew of cryptocurrency exchange heists as the controlling companies struggle to safeguard their customers' funds. Finally, crypto lending is a relatively passive way to invest in cryptocurrencies. Now that a reputable company is assisting investors in doing so, we can only hope that a similar service will be offered to retail investors in the near future. Today's top 5 most valuable crypto metaverse coins. This Christmas Day, cryptocurrency markets are exhibiting bullish momentum, with Bitcoin and Ethereum maintaining a firm hold above the $50,000 and $4,000 resistance levels, respectively. Today, many crypto metaverse coins have seen significant price increases. This press examines the top 5 metaverse coins that have gained the most value in the last 24 hours, in order of 24-hour price gain. Number 5. Yield Guild Games, YGG, has increased by 7.62%. Yield Guild Games is a DAO platform for blockchain-based economies that was initially launched in December 2020. It includes an earn-to-play guild that connects players through NFT games. YGG is trading at $5.83 at the time of press, with a 24-hour volume of $79 million. Its market capitalization is $424 million, and there are 69 million YGG in circulation. Binance, Wobi Global, Gate.io, KuCoin, and Crypto.com are all places where you can purchase YGG. Number 4. Depcoin, DP, has increased by plus 8.55%. Deep, which was founded in August 2019, describes itself as a next-generation entertainment company that will reimagine the economy and culture of the digital age through entertainment and assets. Depcoin is a blockchain-based gaming and non-financial transactions platform. It contains the DEP token, which is the network's ERC20 native token. Depcoin offers a service called Play Mining, which hosts a selection of blockchain-based play-to-earn games. DEP is trading at $0.04564, with a 24-hour trading volume of $11 million at the time of this press. With a market capitalization of $158 million and a circulating supply of 3.48 billion, it has a market capitalization of $158 million. DEP is available for purchase on a variety of exchanges, including Bittrex, OKEx, Uniswap, and PancakeSwap. PancakeSwap is an excellent option for residents of the United States and users seeking low trading and transaction costs. Number 3. The Sandbox, SAND, has increased by 8.79%. The Sandbox is a 3D metaverse built on Ethereum that enables users to acquire and monetize land plots. Additionally, the Sandbox provides a gamified experience, which includes quests, games, and challenges for the purpose of earning rewards. The sandbox is reminiscent of Decentraland in terms of experiences and overall layout. Both games feature a central hub from which players can access various islands. Both games feature NPCs and a variety of interactive in-game structures that enable players to complete quests, craft items, and so on. The alpha, which began on November 29 and ended on December 20, recently concluded. If you missed the first season of Alpha, the sandbox is currently preparing for the second season, which will feature additional experiences and activities. Today, Sand is the most actively traded cryptocurrency in the Metaverse, with a 24-hour trading volume exceeding $1 billion. It has a market capitalization of $5.97 billion, making it the third most valuable Metaverse coin on this list. Sand is available for purchase on a variety of exchanges, including Binance, KuCoin, FTX, and Crypto.com. Number 2. Engine Coin, ENJ, has increased by 10.31%. Engine was founded in 2009, and its popular marketplace quickly established it as a leader in the NFT space. The Engine platform is powered by the ERC20 token ENJ. The Engine platform's objective is to simplify the use of non-fungible tokens, NFTs, by individuals, businesses, and brands. Engine's latest project is Efinity, a next-generation blockchain for digital assets built on Polkadot. Efinity's mission is to serve as a clearinghouse for all fungible and non-fungible tokens, thereby resolving the issue of facilitating the pricing and exchange of non-fungible tokens. Engine Coin is today's second-largest gainer, up more than 10% in the last 24 hours. Engine recently announced that it will continue to develop its metaverse blockchain Efinity, allowing users to earn through crowd loans and claim their share of the 2 million EQ allocated to support Efinity. The tweet indicates that the news crypto metaverse will include virtual offices, digital classrooms, a trade simulator, and an NFT marketplace, among other features. ENJ is trading at $3.15 at the time of press. It is the fifth most traded metaverse coin today, with a market cap of $2.65 billion and a 24-hour trading volume of $476 million. ENJ is available for purchase on Binance, Coinbase, Wobi Global, KuCoin, FTX, and Crypto.com, among other exchanges. Number 1. Dalania's Mines, DAR, has increased by plus 13.33%. Mines of Dalania, which launched on November 4 and is built on the Chromia network, is a blockchain-based action-adventure game that allows players to mine and combine various in-game items in order to improve their character's skill and equipment. It incorporates the mod universe, allowing players to engage in combat and discover rare items. Mines of Dalania is one of the most popular games on the market, with over 100,000 users actively participating in the game's testnet. Additionally, it is today's top gainer, with a price increase of over 13%. Mod's most recent news includes an announcement about a land sale, which will allow players to purchase land within the game's metaverse. To be whitelisted for the land sale, users must make a 100 DAR deposit. Deposits will begin on December 27 and will conclude on January 16. Snapshots will begin on January 10 and will conclude on January 16. DAR is currently trading at $2.37, with a volume of $117 million traded in a 24-hour period. It has an 800 million daily supply and a market cap of $334 million. DAR can be purchased from a variety of exchanges, including Binance, Crypto.com, Gate.io, PancakeSwap, and XT.com. This year, decentralized exchanges experienced significant growth. DEXs, or decentralized exchanges, have grown in popularity as the entire ecosystem has gained mainstream attention. Notably, DEXs volumes have risen to prominence in the first half of this year. Certain platforms have dealt with volumes comparable to those of large centralized cryptocurrency exchanges. Over the last 7 days, it has been estimated that Ether-based crypto asset exchange platforms processed $21 billion in transactions. Notably, Uniswap is the market leader, accounting for 71% of all transactions. In 2021, decentralized exchanges reached new highs. Recently, the Block Research published some metrics on the performance of decentralized exchanges. According to data, such platforms handled $1 trillion in transactions this year. DEXs increased significantly in 2021. As the year comes to a close, over $250 billion in value is locked up in decentralized finance, DeFi, protocols. Additionally, the research study notes that Uniswap, with a market capitalization of approximately $1.45 billion, commands the largest volume of all blockchain-based platforms of this type. Additionally, the report indicated that Uniswap holds approximately $8.8 billion in TVL, which is slightly less than Curve Finance's $22.3 billion in TVL. DEX volumes are significantly increasing. Larry Cermak, Vice President of Research at the Block Crypto, observed that the legitimate volume index, or spot volume, has increased dramatically. According to the report, the volume exceeded $14.5 trillion this year. Notably, the figure is approximately 8-fold the size of the previous volume we saw last year. Additionally, the data indicated that trading volume on decentralized exchanges exceeded $1 trillion this year. Monthly volume increased significantly in May, and the most significant month-over-month growth occurred in January. The volume, on the other hand, has not yet fully recovered from the May crash. DEX aggregators have also exceeded expectations. Along with the volume of decentralized exchanges, the study report emphasized the use of these platforms' aggregators. According to the study, these DEXs aggregators such as 1inch account for approximately 14% of total volume. Notably, 1inch has been a top aggregator for the majority of the year. The platform has a market share of approximately 65%, followed by 0xAPI, Matcha, at approximately 17%. El Salvador's president responds to critics of the country's Bitcoin experiment. The adoption of Bitcoin by a small American country was the coin's most significant milestone. It's astounding to see an entire country hoarding the flagship cryptocurrency in its treasury. Following El Salvador's President Nayib Bukele's embrace of BTC, many expressed support and others expressed concern. Bukele reaffirmed his belief in the leading cryptocurrency's supremacy on Twitter on Thursday. Additionally, he stated that once widespread adoption occurs, government-issued fiat currency will be rendered obsolete. Bitcoin transactions economic landscape of Salvador. Nayib Bukele believes that the millennial generation's economic landscape is changing as a result of the adoption of the millennial payments infrastructure. Bukele has been a constant presence in the news due to his government's regular dip purchases. Additionally, the government is vehemently pro-BTC. Indeed, the Salvadoran president has made numerous statements and comments expressing his support for the original cryptocurrency while refusing to budge in the face of criticism that the coin is a bad idea for the country. The International Monetary Fund concerns the adoption of BTC. The Salvadoran president's latest tweet came after the international community launched a barrage of criticism against the country for its experiment. Notably, the International Monetary Fund has been critical of Bukele's decision in June to accept Bitcoin as legal tender. Nonetheless, the nation passed it and began accepting the coin as legal tender. Andrew Bailey, the Bank of England's governor, is well known for his critical stance towards the leading coin. Bailey recently expressed his reservations about the nation's decision to use the coin as currency due to its extreme volatility during a speech at the University of Cambridge Students' Union. Nayib Bukele returned the fire. Bukele responded to his critics by stating that while the rest of the world viewed their stance as an experiment, it was actually transforming their economy. Furthermore, the president asserted that when fiat currency is rendered irrelevant in the face of coin dominance, the nation will be regarded as the spark that ignited the real revolution. El Salvador, which has adopted Bitcoin as its legal currency, has used the profits from the coin designed by Satoshi Nakamoto to construct 20 schools. Additionally, the Salvadoran president announced a few months later that the government would spend $4 million from the BTC Trust to construct a new veterinary hospital in San Salvador.